So, is that right? Did you kill Josh West?
How did you figure it out?
Well, initially I wasn't aware that your file was amongst those stolen from my office. And then when I did realize it, and that the pages talking about Kerry's death were missing...
It's not like I set out to kill the man. Quite the contrary. I went to his office to confront him about a letter I'd received regarding the acquisition of school grounds.
For Project 56?
Yes. When I got there, Amanda Vale had beaten me to the mud.
But you're out of your mind.
No, I was out of my mind to ever get involved with you, Josh.
They were arguing. Amanda had pulled a gun on Josh.
Well, what did you do?
I panicked. I got out of there as quickly as I could. Whatever they were arguing about, I didn't want to get involved.
So you chose to say nothing to anyone?
I was angry about Josh was planning to do, the lives he was going to destroy. It's a dreadful thing to admit, but part of me was hoping that Amanda had pulled the trigger. Solve the town's problems once and for all.
But she didn't.
No.
So you went back to his office later that night?
Yes. It was to prove a fatal mistake.
What are you doing here?
I've come to talk to you about this.
Oh, yes, the acquisition of school grounds. I thought that might come as a bit of a surprise.
You can't do this.
Too late. Already have.
We'll be losing half the school to make way for your wretched freeway.
And if you include the Oval, it actually comes to over half.
What about the students? Their future? Doesn't that mean anything to you?
No, not really. I mean, who needs an HSC to wax a surfboard anyway?
You're the most vile, immoral creature I've ever met.
I guess that makes two of us. Oh, come on, don't be so naive, Barry. You know exactly what I'm talking about. What do you need, a little reminder?
What's that?
Oh, it's a little something I picked up from Morag.
The missing files.
I've got to tell you, it's a hell of a read. Who would have thought that there were so many dirty, dark little secrets in one town? Oh, but then again, that wouldn't come as a surprise to you, would it? Being the man with the biggest secret of them all.
Give me those!
Temper. Now, that's what got you into trouble with your wife in the first place, isn't it?
I'm afraid that you've underestimated me. See, I don't care about myself. I never have. I've lived with that secret for 18 years. And if the truth were to come out now, then I want you to suffer the consequences. Go to the police. Do what you like. I won't bow down to your threats.
Oh, very noble of you, Barry. But I think you're forgetting one thing. You see, in here it says that Kim knows all about you killing his mother. But for some reason, he never turned you into the police. Lucky for me, because that makes him an accessory to murder.
Leave Kim out of this.
Why? He's just as much a part of this as you are.
No, he's not. And he doesn't deserve to go to jail for something that I did.
Then give me your support for Project 56.
Never.
Okay. Fine. Well, you leave me with no choice. Have a nice time inside, Barry. And I wouldn't worry too much about your son. With his good looks, he's bound to make a lot of friends inside.
Give me those!
Let go of them! Fool! Drop it. No!
Drop the gun!
No!
I said drop it! I was stunned when I realized what had happened. I didn't know what to do, how to react. I searched for a pulse. It's gone.
So it was an accident.
I never expected that Josh would be shot.
So you covered up his death to protect your son?
Yes. took the pistol, ripped the pages from the file. Then I searched the office to make sure there wasn't a duplicate. That's when I found the documents that proved that Josh was linked to Project 56.
Oh, the documents I found on the windscreen of my car. You put them there.
Yes. At least one good thing's come out of all of this. I continued to search the office till I was interrupted. I knew that innocent people were going to be harassed by the police. But my reasons for doing it were very clear. I had to protect my son.
And what about Robert Radcliffe? Did you have anything to do with his disappearance?
No, Radcliffe took a photo of me when I left the council office that night. He knew what I'd done and said he was prepared to go to the police unless I paid him off.
So you did?
Of course. I met with him, gave him what he wanted, and got the photo in return.
And you have no idea what happened to him after that?
What do you mean, the blood that was found at the crime scene? I had nothing to do with that. Radcliffe was worried that the police were going to catch up with him, and I assumed that he faked his own disappearance. The man was nefarious. I wouldn't put it past him.
I'm sorry, Barry, but I just had to ask.
I understand. These last 8 weeks have been torture for me. Watching innocent people being questioned by the police, there were so many times I wanted to give myself up. But every time, I had to remind myself of the reason why I couldn't.
Him.
And you. You've been kind enough to keep the truth about Kerry to yourself all these months. I couldn't let you get into trouble as well. I suppose the only thing left to ask is whether you continue to keep my secrets. Morag?